everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 8.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
Here we go.
Set to throw is Nelson. Looking to throw on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
Nelson now operating from the gun. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Look at the spin. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 30 down to about the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 95 yards.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Looking to throw. Nelson, and he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly near the 48-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Nelson. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now Nelson to throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Let's go.
Nelson operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Nelson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fresh set of downs here. And the play clock's running down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 3-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Set to throw is Nelson. From the gun, he'll throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Third down. That's Terry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one is incomplete.
They got everything they were hoping for when they're trying to throw the deep ball. Did you see that protection? What do you have, over 5 seconds to throw it?
Yeah, a lot of time. 4 verticals, it's a good recipe for the offense.
And how about them still being able to make a play on it and force an incompletion? That's big-time defense there.
Nelson now. Going to throw again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go!
Here's Nelson off the play fake. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Hard throw, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out comes Houston. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Nelson looking to throw on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Nelson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. Nelson on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Set to throw is Nelson. To throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Nelson now, operating from the gun. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Here's Nelson throwing on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now Nelson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Nelson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Patriots are not moving the ball through the air for a second straight week. The Texans have done enough on that end to disrupt the flow, and that's played into it as well. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Texans taking the field for their opening drive. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go as a loss of 10. Third down from inside the 20. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This goes for a loss of 4. In the second, defense will win the battle and get the sack. This will go for a loss of 8. Texans with the ball late in the half. Stanford's going to stay inside after the handoff, and he'll take it in for the touch. Texans up by a touchdown.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Perry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And he's got it up and through. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nelson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Set to throw is Nelson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Nelson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fleming. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now that put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you've got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's a 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Nelson now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and 11 situation. 3rd and
Nelson on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now Nelson looking to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And here we go on first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down carry for Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Second down following the run. the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Nelson on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Nelson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On third down, that's Haynes. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Texans send the punter out, standing right around the midfield stripe. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Houston, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New England, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Time for Charles to fire up the snowplow as we say so long from Foxborough.
I'll even hold for your field goal attempt, partner.